Good morning. Welcome again to another morning session. Sorry. We're gonna start today with warming up of the upper body, and then we'll do some exercises to strengthening. It's a class designed for preventing or to release tension on the neck, on the shoulders, on the upper back, on the spine. So let's sit in a comfortable position. Bring the hands on your knees and then just arch the spine and round. Remember, these first stretches are, you can make them yours. They're very personal. It depends how you feel. Just try to keep the balance between the right and the left side. If you open the chest and you round it, and so on. So once you are in your center, bring the hips nice and grounded and lean slightly forward. Remember what we saw in Sukhasana on this position, that when we're sitting, leaning slightly forward and the spine is not so straight, we need to lean back just a little bit more, relax the shoulders. And at first, when we're starting to practice, then we feel like the lower part of the abdomen is working a little bit more, but that would help actually to release tension on the rest of the body. And especially when we do meditation, then we would experience something very special because the spine is completely straight and supported. So try to find that space. Relax the eyelids, closing your eyes, lengthening the neck, feeling uplifted. Your gaze is up. Try to feel that expansion in between the eyebrows. The shoulders are relaxed. And your breathing becomes smoother. As you already know, when we bring awareness to the breathing, when we go inwards, then sometimes that is enough to start noticing where is tension in your body. And by bringing some attention and breathing into it, then we send some energy. The energy flows around that area and we're able to release tension, to relieve pain. Keep noticing about the spine. See if you can align it a little bit more. But always make sure that the abdomen is soft. Feeling in all the way through the nose towards the lower part of the abdomen, expanding, raising up towards the chest, and then exhaling, relaxing from the chest to the belly. Introducing the third type of breath to link in with these two whenever you're ready to come towards that full yogic breath. Abdominal, chest, and clavicular breathing. Good, and then with the next inhalation, bring the palms together at the level of the heart, pressing gently. And keeping the gaze up to connect with your intuition. Ask yourself for 2 things that you want to say thank you for. Sorry. And then set your intentions for this practice and your intentions for your day. With the next inhalation, raise the palms up, chin up, head back. And exhaling, lowering the arms slowly through the sides. Resting the hands on your lap. Relax the shoulders down, the chin towards the chest. Breathing deeply. And another deep breath in and out. And then gently raise the chin up to a neutral position. A few blinks to open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you for joining. We can start then our movement. Let's stretch the legs and cross them on the other way. Good, and then from there, we're going to focus on the neck movement. So we start always breathing in the center, and then we're going to exhale and bring the ear towards the right shoulder. Bring the chin slightly up, feeling the stretch on the left side. And stay there just for a couple of breaths more. Relax the jaw. And when you're going to change, engage the core slightly, bring the chin up. And then exhaling towards the other side and bring the chin slightly up. Just so the face is looking neutral. If you feel like the chin is pointing down, then bring it up. And then, so when we bring the chin down, we feel the stretch more towards the back. When it's neutral, it comes from the shoulder to the ear. And that's what we're looking for. Breathing slowly. Good, and then engaging slightly, inhaling, coming back to center, and then exhaling, bring the chin to the chest. Relax the shoulders down. Close your eyes, bring the gaze up. A few rounds of breath here. If you are able to relax the shoulders enough and allow the head to hang freely, you should feel the stretch towards the middle part of the spine even. Of course, the upper back, top of the spine, the neck. Get on a deep breath in and out there. And then engage the core to come up. Inhale, gently open your eyes. Good, and then make sure the shoulders are down, quite active, bringing the elbows towards the side. We're going to bring the chin up. Inhale. Tongue towards the upper palate. Just be gentle, especially as we're going back with the neck, because we're still warming up. And then slowly bring the chin back to center, and then all the way down, chin to the chest. And now from here, we're going to inhale and bring the chin in a quarter of a circle towards that towards that right shoulder. And then lowering down slowly, trying to bring the chin as closer to the chest. And then allow it to rest in the center, exhaling. And then inhaling, bring the chin towards the left shoulder. Exhaling where you are. Good, and then lower down again back to center. Inhale and exhale. Good, and then engage the core. Bring the chin up back to center. Good, and we roll the shoulders up and down very slowly. When we are raising, we inhaling and back, forward, exhaling. Good, inhale, exhale. 2 more, inhale, exhale. In and out. And then the other way, rotation forward. Exhaling as you go forward. Inhaling as you open the chest. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Exhale. Good, and then bring the hands on the knees, round the spine, bring the chin to the chest. See if you can bring that space in between the shoulder blades towards the back a little bit more. Feeling the stretch, relaxing the neck. Good, and then inhaling, coming back to arch, the counter pose, looking up. Good, and then gently open your eyes and come back towards the center. Good, and then from here we can stretch the legs. Creating some movement. Good, and then move your toes. And let's lay down on the mat. With the spine flat, bending the knees, hip width apart with the feet, and arms in T shape. And then start wiggling the knees side to side without moving the feet from hip width apart. Just gently bring those knees to one side and to the other. Just massaging the lower part of the spine, hips. Good, and then come back towards the center. Perhaps feeling a little bit taller on the spine. So bring the stomach in, modify the position, shoulders back and down. Good, and then we bring the knees, both knees towards the chest, feet off the floor. Bring the legs up. Good, and then open about shoulder width apart. Keep pressing with the shoulders, nice and active with the fingertips as well. Keep the core engaged. And then rotate the ankles in opposite directions. So when we have the shoulders, the upper back engaged, flat on the floor, and then in this position with the legs up, the core is very active, and then the neck is supported. So if you ever feel tension on the neck, change rotations now of the ankles. So if you feel tension, then make sure that the neck is supported and we start engaging the muscles around the neck, the core, because probably the tension is because of weakness around it. So bend the knees, good, and then bring the knees towards the right, keeping both shoulders in contact with the mat. If you feel like the left shoulder is lifting up, then keep the knees a little bit higher instead of rest them on the floor. Keep them nice and active. Feel the stretch on the side. Breathing slowly and keeping the knees always as high as you can to deepen on that twist. Good, and then inhaling, come back to center. Exhaling, bring the knees to the other side. If you feel that the right shoulder blade is lifting up, then just lift the knees slightly up with the knees together so the core is engaged to sustain the knees in that position, and then breathe slowly. Good, and then inhaling, come back to center, and then bring the feet together. Rest the feet on the floor. Allow the knees to come towards the sides. Breathing deeply, allowing the spine to be arched. So Ispada Konasana, knees to the sides, feet together. Again, the shoulders, shoulder blades are resting on the mat. Bring the chin to the chest and allow the spine to arch as much as possible so we can experience that hip opening at the same time. Perhaps feeling more the work on the upper part of the body, on the neck, on the shoulders. See if you can bring the chin towards the chest a little bit more to lengthen the spine and the neck. One more round of breath. Good, and then bring the stomach in. Bring the knees together and roll towards the right side. Staying there for a couple of breaths. So when we are resting on this side, to get up, just always make sure that there's no tension, that we completely let go. We're able to relax. So as we breathe slowly again, we release tension on the area of the neck, the space between shoulders and ears. Good, and then use your arms to bring yourself up to your tabletop. Let's do 4 rounds of gentle cat-cow. Align the body properly and soften the elbows. When you're ready, inhaling, arch the spine, looking up, tongue towards the upper palate. And then exhaling round, bring the chin to the chest. Expand the space in between the shoulder blades. Inhaling. Good. And exhaling. Try to stretch the insteps as much as you can. So you release the tension on the knees, the weight on them. Exhaling, especially as we exhale, try to stretch the toes a little bit more. Inhaling. Good, and exhaling. Good, and then come back towards the center and then bring the hips towards the back. Toes are stretched out. And pressing with the hips on the heels if you can. Walk back with the hands. Sit on them. And then once you feel some weight on the heels, then start stretching the arms out. Good, and then cross the arms and rest the forehead on your lower arms. Feel the stretch on the spine, but allow the spine to be relaxed. Relax the shoulders. We feel supported. So we don't need to hold any tension around the neck, the shoulders, the spine, the back muscles. Just allow yourself to be relaxed, creating that extra space. Good, and then inhaling, lifting the head up, stretching the arms out, and then coming on your knees. Make sure that the elbows are aligned with the shoulders, palms down. And then here we want to bring the chin towards the chest, looking towards the back of the room, trying to bring the top of the crown of the head towards the mat. Breathe slowly, stomach in, creating that extra space in between the shoulder blades. And if you can push with the elbows, so you can even lift the top of the crown of the head, or at least feel the expansion on the upper part, engagement in the core. And as you breathe longer, then try to bring the chin towards the chest a little bit more, feeling the stretch towards the middle part of the spine, perhaps even lower. As you bring the stomach in, you feel longer stretch. Good, and then Release the position, inhaling, arch the spine, bring the tailbone up like we do in cat-cow, and then just look up. But instead of focusing more on bringing the head back, focus more on arching the spine, bringing the belly button towards the spine, feeling that arch from the middle of the spine. Again, keep pushing with the elbows. One more round of breath. Good, and then come back towards the center with the spine, with the neck, and then inhaling, stretch the right hand all the way out. Keeping the left where it is. Align the shoulders. Feel the stretch. Elbows off the floor. And then as we exhale, we're going to thread towards the back of the room. And then rest the shoulder there. Looking towards the side. Breathing deeply. The thumb pointing up. The pelvic floor active. And with the next inhalation, engage the core. And inhaling, stretch the arm all the way out and back to its place to align the body. Good, and the next inhalation, stretch the opposite arm. Breathing deeply. Good, and then exhaling, thread. Engaging the pelvic floor. Thumb pointing up. See if you can bring the hips a little bit higher. So align with the knees. Bring the hips a little bit forward and notice if they're aligned. Breathe slowly. Good, and then the next inhalation, stretch the arm all the way out and bring the arm down. So, bringing the thumbs and the fingertips very active. Bring the stomach in, tuck the toes under, push against the floor and start coming with the hips higher. Make sure there's no tension on the head. You can move side to side. Bring the chest towards the thighs a little bit more. Good, and then bring the knees down. Now bring the hands under the shoulders, tabletop, and keeping the toes tucked under. Soften the elbows, inhaling, coming up to downward facing dog. And bend the knees one at a time. Focus on that pedaling to get the extra space on the back of the legs. And then come back towards the center and focus on creating that extra space between ears and shoulders. Bringing the stomach in, the chest towards the thighs. Good, and then walk with the hands towards the feet. And then you are suspending from the hips. The upper body is soft. The neck is hanging freely. And then with the right hand, we're going to hold on the outside of the left ankle. And then inhaling, bring the opposite arm up and then around the waist. Try to hook on the top of the thigh if you can, otherwise just around the waist, looking up. And to deepen, if you want, the left leg can be straightened and the right knee slightly bent. Feeling an intense stretch on the back of the leg. Make sure that you don't feel pain. And then keep twisting with the shoulders. Breathing slowly. A deep breath in and out. Good, and then release the hands down. Bring them in front of you. Stretch the legs, the spine, the arms. You can bring them a little bit higher if that's what it feels better for you. Good, and then bring the hands down. Hanging freely. And then holding with the left hand on the right ankle, twisting, and then bringing the arm up. Stomach in. And then the opposite. So the hand that we hold in the ankle, that leg is straightened, and the other knee is slightly bent. And then wrap around with the arm. Good, keep breathing. Working on the twist on the spine. One more round of breath. And a deep breath in and out. Good, and then release the arms down. Align the legs, straighten both the arms, the spine. And then walk forward, coming into a plank pose. And then move the hips side to side, softening the elbows, making sure that the shoulders and the wrists are aligned. Good, and then come back towards the center. Bring the knees down, bring the hips towards the back, stretch the toes, bring the forehead down, and Sashankasana. Let go of any control. Completely let go of the tension on the upper body, on the shoulders. Eyes closed, gaze up. Make sure that the knees are closer together, more supported. 2 more rounds of breath. And then engage and start coming up, sitting on your heels with a few blinks. Open your eyes, looking down. Good, and then bring the hands just in front of you. Tuck the toes under and roll on your tiptoes, bringing the hands towards your feet, straightening the arms, bending the knees. Spine straight, arms strong, hips towards the back. And inhaling, coming all the way up. Bend the knees and exhale and bring the arms by your sides. Exhaling. Roll your shoulders back and down a couple of times. And then the other way. Up, exhaling forward. Inhaling back. Exhaling forward. We'll turn now, shake the legs and the arms. And grab your blanket. Getting ready for your Savasana. If you have tension on the neck and the upper back, the shoulders, perhaps it helps to have some support under the knees and not support under the neck. Even when we're sleeping, it's good to do that if you can be facing up. That way the spine and the neck would be more supported. Now stretch the arms and the legs. Close your eyes. Relax your body. Relax every muscle to let go of any tension. There's nothing to hold. We just let go. The gaze is up, the jaw relaxed. And just to scan your whole body to see if there's any part of the body that needs relaxing. Feeling yourself melting into the ground. And stay there for another 3 minutes, enjoying that savasana. Breathing with awareness, but without controlling. And after those 3 minutes of savasana, try to do some meditation, even if it's a couple of minutes, better than nothing, just a little bit. Try to sit upright as we practiced before, with the spine completely straight, sitting in Sukhasana, easy pose. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you tomorrow.